Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Sagarika Bhattacharya, a student of MSc Food Science and Nutrition in Avinashilingam Institute for Home Science and Higher Education for Women. Today's nutrition education session will be on the topic of vitamin D. So let's begin. Let's learn about the vitamin. Vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin. It is a sterol that exists in two forms. Ergocalciferol, which is vitamin D2 and is of plant origin, and cholecalciferol, which is vitamin D3 and is of animal origin. It acts as a hormone in the body and is important for bone health. Vitamin D performs several immunomodulatory as well as metabolic functions in the body. It is very popularly known as the sunshine vitamin. This is because sun rays are the most important source of vitamin D. Vitamin D is produced in the skin on exposure to UVB rays from the sunlight. The most appropriate time for sunlight exposure for proper vitamin D production is 10 AM to 3 PM. The production of vitamin D in the skin is directly proportional to the exposure to sunlight and inversely proportional to the pigmentation of the skin. However, excessive exposure to sunlight does not cause toxicity, as excessive provitamin D3 is destroyed by sunlight itself. Now let's look at how vitamin D is produced in the body on exposure to sunlight. When natural sunlight hits the skin, it absorbs the UV rays. The UV radiations react with the enzymes in the skin, initiating the production of vitamin D. The precursors created by this reaction are converted to vitamin D. The vitamin D then acts on a number of cells and tissues throughout the body, stimulating growth and nutrient absorption. Now let's look at the dietary sources of vitamin D. Most foods have negligible amounts of vitamin D. Certain marine fishes are known to be good sources. Egg yolk, butter and milk are poor sources. Freshwater fishes have moderate amounts of vitamin D3 in their liver. Milk is not a good source of vitamin D. It can also be obtained through food and medicinal supplements. Now coming to the recommended intakes. The recommended intakes of vitamin D in infants is 400 IU per day. In children, it's 600 IU per day. And in adults, it's 600 IU per day as well. Now moving on to the roles or importance of vitamin D. Vitamin D has multiple roles on the body. It assists in promoting healthy bones and teeth, supporting immune, brain and nervous system health, regulating insulin levels and supporting diabetes management, supporting lung function and cardiovascular health, as well as influencing the expression of genes involved in cancer development. Now let's look at what are the effects of deficiency of vitamin D. Deficiency of vitamin D has many physiological implications. It has severe effects on the skeletal system. It causes rickets in children and osteomalacia in adults. Besides the skeletal system, it also affects the metabolism of several nutrients. One such complication is disrupted lipid metabolism. Also, it affects calcium metabolism. Now, before coming to an end, let's focus on some points to remember from today's session. These are: vitamin D is very important for bone health as well as several other physiochemical processes. Sunlight is the main source of vitamin D, so adequate exposure to sunlight on a daily basis is of chief importance. Excessive sunlight exposure cannot cause vitamin D toxicity. And lastly, vitamin D deficiency can cause various physiological complications like obesity. So that's it with today's video. Thank you for listening so patiently. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and like and share the video.